Do you wear a mask? And by mask, I'm not talking about something you would put on for Halloween or a masquerade ball. What I'm talking about is a psychological mask. What creates your personality? What have you cultivated to be the persona that you present to the world? I know that often when we go out into society, we go to do our jobs, we go to church, or we go to social gatherings, we meet with family and friends, we present a certain part of our personality. Do you know what your personality is? Can you recognize it? Conversely, when you go home and you're alone, do you always feel the way that your personality presents itself to be? Probably not. And I'm not saying that you should show the world every aspect of yourself, but you really should be aware of who you are on the inside. What's so interesting is that often what we present to be our personality, whether it's a charming, outgoing, friendly person, a sarcastic, witty, gregarious person, or a quiet, moral, soft, gentle person, if we look at those qualities, most of the time on the inside, we also have the opposite of those qualities. One of the best ways to get in touch with what Carl Jung would deem our shadow self is to write down what you perceive to be your personality, all those qualities, whether it's, oh, I'm funny, I'm silly, I'm friendly, I'm caring, I'm empathetic. Write down all those qualities, and then on the other side of the page, write down exactly what you think is the opposite of that characteristic. You're also those things. It can be a little scary to face, it can be a little shocking to discover, but though that energy exists within your unconscious mind, and until you're honest about it, it will come out in the strangest of ways. And that's what we call integration. That's what Jungian psychology is all about, or indeed a lot of different types of psychology, analytical psychology, psychodynamic theory, all of that focuses on balancing out unconscious content within our mind. It's the best way to discover your authentic self, and indeed to discover your soul's journey. And as Carl Jung always says, the brighter the light, the darker the shadow. So when you're out there being sarcastic and funny and outgoing and you're saying, oh, what you see is what you get, that's not always the case. People like that often have the opposite quality inside, a softer side, a side that is very serious and caring and emotional. So remember that when you're dealing with people and their outward personality, their mask, their persona. Remember, they probably have an opposite side too, and maybe you won't see it, but it's interesting to think that way and to explore that. More on this subject at another time. I hope you're all doing well, and we'll talk again soon.